coffee. Hey guys, it's me. I'm back. I told you this would happen. Like, I know that usually I don't make videos for a while, but I made that last one, and I said I'd be back, and here I am. So today we're here to talk about the IKEA photo challenge. So this is just my little introduction. Me, Chris, and Jackie, she's my best friend, I've known her forever, went to the IKEA to do the IKEA photo challenge. We also went to a few locations like Lowe's and Barnes & Noble to try out the ugly location challenge as well. So here you go. Here's a little montage of that little shooting session right over here. Or right over there. I don't know which way this is going to shoot. It's going to be one of these two ways. It's coming up. Hope you enjoy. I'll be back for you. Alright, so that was my little video montage of the IKEA/ugly location challenge. So like I said, we went to the IKEA, a Barnes & Noble, and a Lowe's. We also did Michael's. We went to an arcade, but it didn't work out the way I wanted it to, mostly because there wasn't enough lighting. It was too crowded, and it's kind of a dinky arcade. It's the one locally near, like, with the mini golf, and they focus mostly on the golf and not so much on the arcade. So it's not that great. What I do want to do one day is go to Dave & Buster's and take pictures. I feel like that would be really awesome, but I don't know if that's going to pan out. It's kind of hard to go out when you have a baby. So, let's talk a little bit about the IKEA challenge. So what is it? Essentially, it is just going into an IKEA to take pictures. You're not technically supposed to take pictures in an IKEA. It's very frowned upon. I tried to look it up online. Technically, I haven't found anything that says specifically you cannot do it. But I do know there are people who've done it in the past, not necessarily at IKEA, but in other stores, that got kicked out of the store because they were taking pictures. So we were definitely running a bit of a risk going there to take pictures, but I couldn't resist myself. Now, part of the reason that I wanted to take pictures in IKEA is because Chris and I just really love IKEA. I discovered it about a year ago when Chris took me there, because all the booktubers have been talking about these Billy bookcases from IKEA. I didn't know what the hell a Billy bookcase was, but I wanted to find out. Needless to say, we went to IKEA, I bought a bookcase, ate tons of meatballs, because you can't go to IKEA without trying their food, because it's literally amazing. We've gone to IKEA strictly for lunch, not even to buy furniture, just to eat food. So, ever since I've been hooked on IKEA, we had to design our attic and our baby's room. Most of the furniture came from IKEA because Chris and I have no self-control. We literally have been expanding our entertainment center just because we can. Now, I have upgraded from the Billy bookcases just because I couldn't move them from my old house to the new house. So now we've got some Kallaxes going on. It's a Kallax, and I'm super into it. It's like really cubey and boxy. I don't use it for my books just because the staircase has like a built-in bookcase that I use, but I can't imagine it not working out. It's mostly to display Chris's Star Wars Lego collection though. So I guess we'll see when we move into our old place how well they can handle books. Because maybe we'll just go back to Billy. Anyway, enough about my love of IKEA. So not only was this exciting because we got to shoot in an IKEA, but Jackie had never been to IKEA before. So I was really excited to take her there and show my best friend the place that I love so much. And it was super cool. However, IKEA was totally crowded. I don't know why everyone decided that this Sunday was the day to go to IKEA and buy furniture and who knows what else. But oh my god, I didn't expect it to be that crowded. We could barely walk around. So it definitely made the challenge a little difficult because like how we were in people's way the whole time. I think that's part of the challenge though, is staying out of people's way, you know, avoiding confrontation. Because I know we went into a room, it was like, I think it was an apartment, like, mock-up. And they had, like, a little bathroom section. They had a clawfoot tub on one side with a wall behind it. And then they had another wall, and that's where, like, the sink and the toilet and all that stuff was. So I told Jackie to get in the tub. And then Chris and I were standing behind the other wall while I was shooting. So no one from outside the room could see that we were there. So people kept walking in and looking over, and there's someone in a bathtub and someone obnoxiously shooting a camera on the other side of the room. So that was a little weird. We even had a lady say, I don't want to be in the picture. Which I wasn't going to take a picture of her anyway. But it's fine. Something funny that happened, actually. 2 IKEA employees walked past us while we were shooting in one of the fake bedrooms. And they said, oh, I guess they're shooting for the catalog. And then the next girl said about Jackie, yeah, I think I've seen that girl before. We don't shoot for IKEA catalogs, and Jackie's never been in an IKEA catalog, unless she has a secret life she's not telling me about. But I thought that was pretty funny, because I was super concerned about getting kicked out, because like I said, I love going to IKEA. I would hate not to be able to come back, just because I decided to do a little photo challenge. But, yeah, so I thought that was funny. So, after we finished up at IKEA, we ended up going over to, where did we go? Barnes & Noble. We drove over to the Barnes & Noble. That was a little strange, just because Barnes & Noble was super quiet, and, like, my camera shutter is really loud, so you're like, and I'm like, oh my god, we're gonna get caught, we're gonna get kicked out. Also, there's only so much you can do in a Barnes & Noble, because all of the stuff is for sale. Like, the fake rooms in IKEA, they're not selling the furniture in that room. So like if it gets a little scuffed up or something, not saying we were purposely trying to damage things, but we had to be a little less careful. But if I posed Jackie with the books in Barnes & Noble, I had to make sure we didn't ruin anything. And it's just super small. Like most Barnes & Nobles are pretty big, but there's not a lot of space in the aisle. So for example, I had Jackie laying on her back with her legs up against a bookcase, and what I wanted to do was get behind her head and like shoot from that angle, but I couldn't do it. There was no space. And granted, I probably could have moved her to a different bookcase in the store, because I'm sure there would have been one that worked. But like I said, I wasn't trying to cause a scene. Like, I didn't want to interrupt people's shopping experience by moving all over and just getting in the way. So I kind of made do with what I had. There aren't that many pictures from Barnes & Noble, just because, like I said, there was only so much I could do. I definitely would like to try it again at, like, a used bookstore, or, like, a smaller store. Just because, and no offense to Barnes & Noble, but the used bookstores generally have, like, a better aesthetic. And they're a little more friendly towards people, I feel like. So I'd like to give that a try. I mean, I live right outside of Philadelphia. I'm sure there's something interesting in there. Right? Like, there has to be. Or there's a used bookstore right next to my work, but that one's super small, too, so I might run into a lot of the same issues. And they're not all that friendly in there. So, next, after Barnes & Noble, we made our way over to Lowe's, which was right across the street. The reason we went to Lowe's is I wanted to go into the garden center, because I had some ideas that I wanted to do with plants that I couldn't really pull off at IKEA, because when you get to the fake plant section, there was just a lot of people, and, like, the backgrounds aren't all that pretty, which, I mean, I guess is the point, but, you know, whatever. So, we went to Lowe's, shot in the plant section. The one picture I wanted to get, I shot it, I was using my viewfinder, and I forgot to check my settings, so the picture's super overexposed and not usable, which really stinks. But, I can just try again for next time, you know. So we shot in the trees and in the plants and Lowe's, and then we went into the store to kind of walk around, but there was nothing really that piqued my interest in terms of going into Lowe's. So we just kind of walked out. I took one shot in the lighting section, didn't like it, preferred the one I took at IKEA. So it was kind of a bust there. Then we drove over to Michael's, which is like our equivalent of a Hobby Lobby, which a lot of people do the challenge in. We shot with the fake plants. Again, I didn't really like any of the pictures that came out of the fake plants because I had done it at IKEA, I did it at Lowe's, so there was no reason to really keep or edit them again. And then we went over to the arcade, and I said before, like, it didn't really work out all that well. The lighting was bad, it was kind of crowded, it's too small, like, I just didn't work out the way I wanted. Overall, it was a super fun day of shooting. However, I wish I had broken things up a little bit, because after IKEA, that was about like 3 hours of shooting or something like that. I was exhausted by the time we got to the other locations. I didn't really have any good ideas, like I kind of felt all used up. So maybe I'll have to try again next time, like, but do like a location a day. I'm super appreciative of Jackie modeling for me again. She's been trying to help me build my portfolio, and I really appreciate it, because, you know, I've been posting, like, on my Instagram and stuff, like, hey, is anyone willing to do a photo shoot with me in IKEA? Or anyone willing to let me take portraits of them? And nobody's really jumping at the opportunity. But Jackie keeps stepping up. She really likes when I take her picture, apparently. So, you know, that's always nice. And it's kind of cool to see when she makes one of my pictures her profile picture on Facebook. Maybe I'm a little self-centered when it comes to that. I don't know. But I think it's pretty cool. So I definitely enjoyed doing the IKEA challenge. I would love to do it again, maybe in like 6 months to a year when I get a little more experience, get a little better. Because I feel like it's a good way to kind of, like test my progress, so to say. To see what I could come up with the first time, the next time, so on and so forth. I think it'd be a pretty interesting way to do that. Maybe I'll bring Jackie, maybe I'll bring someone else. I think it would make sense to do it with Jackie, though, because then it's the same subject in the same location. So really the only difference is my skill set and the ideas that we can come up with. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I really enjoyed the whole process, the challenge, making the video, editing all the vlogging together that Chris was doing, because he was the real MVP, vlogging the entire time. I believe he's going to upload it onto his channel for the, I think he's still Stealthy Penguin. I'm not 100% sure, but you're talking about him changing it. But I'm going to I'm going to put a link to his channel in the description below. I'm also going to put a link to my blog post on my website about the IKEA photo challenge, and a link to my Instagram account where some more of the pictures are. I don't know if I'm doing, some of the pictures are in this video, but I don't think I put all of them just because it was 34 pictures, which, by the way, I took 997, so the fact that I edited only 34 and only been posting 34 pictures, I think says a lot about my self-restraint. Also, I just shot a lot of really similar pictures, so there was no need to edit and post all of them. And I took some in the car of, like, the clouds and stuff, so that had nothing to do with the challenge. Anyway, I'll put all the links down below. Like, subscribe, let me know what you guys want to see next. I'm planning on filming a what's in my camera bag video. I was going to wait until I got a new camera bag, but I figure what the hell, might as well get it out of the way, right? So I hope you guys enjoyed this. I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.